Welcome to today's Designer Diary. I didn't do a video last week because there was literally nothing that was kind of concluding where I could draw any conclusions from it. But this week, things have moved on. I've had a bit more time to get stuff done, so I thought I would touch base on a couple of things. So these are my four Kickstarters. So the current one is my Zine Quest. That's the Zine Quest logo in the corner there. And although it is successful, I'm actually relatively disappointed by it. If you look at the amounts earned before, the best, obviously CPS system was really, really popular. That is my best to date. My worst one, this Barebones Fantasy is a fairly niche game, and but even that earned nearly £700. This one, it's yes, it's successful. It was £117 so far. Tomorrow, my second batch of emails go out, so it might hit £200. I'm almost debatable about that. And this is where I'm really, really glad that I use my kind of almost like safety safety net of £50 or £43 goal as a really low limit, because if I'd been any more ambitious, then that could easily not to have funded, and I don't really want to have a track record of unfunded Kickstarters. So this is the actual project page. You can see it's £117 of the 43 total, 24 backers, 5 days to go. Tomorrow my email boost should go out, and so hopefully it should come up a little bit higher. So we've got the page here, and there's a digital tier and a print on demand tier, and that's it. And you can see it's 17 backers for the digital tier, 6 for the physical, and 1 pledge for support, which is you always get $1 from backer kit, who are kind of fishing for the most successful projects. So that's it. So this is the dashboard. Now, okay, so there's my goal. So after the first 24 hours, I was funded £81, so nearly at 200% at that point. And then there's been a few plateaus, but it's been kind of climbing. There should be one more kind of cross promotion thing going off probably today, so I hope to see a little climb up on the basis of that. And then the last email should hopefully take up to about £200. Now, that green wedge is the funding that has come from Kickstarter, so over 50%. Now, the drive-through email reduced 27%, so more than a quarter of it, of that one email. But then you kind of got the Kickstarter ones. So there's the main Kickstarter emails for people that followed your project. Then you've got these different kind of discovery categories, searching. Then you've got some. But that old project is when I posted an update on a previous project, telling people about my new one. So all in all, there's a few different sources of organic traffic from Kickstarter, but everything's kind of disappointing. So the project followers, not many of them converted. Now this is interesting because normally most of my money comes from the higher tiers. But this time, by far the bulk of the money, was it say 58% of all the money raised has come from the lowest tier. So yeah, that's interesting. Now, I have a theory that because I launched, well, Zine Quest and Zine Month are all of February, and people often start before February and complete during February. Because I launched in the middle of February, I'm wondering whether people are kind of already spent out. They already backed as many zines as they wanted in an initial burst of excitement. And would I have done better if I had managed to launch earlier? Now, I couldn't launch in time because you can only have one Kickstarter running at a time. I hadn't fulfilled the Cepheus system Kickstarter, so I was waiting for them to for Kickstarter to release the funds, and then once they release the funds, I can release the rewards, and that all took me up to the 13th or 14th of February, and so I couldn't launch this any sooner than I could. But that's one theory. I was launching into a kind of spent force. Well, that's my theory. So, yeah, next week. So this should end on the 28th. So it's got exactly 5 days to go. So next week I'll be able to give you final figures, but I'm not expecting great things. I'll be pleased if it goes over £200. But all in all, I am a little bit disappointed. But then, yeah, it's a success either way. Right. The last time I did a video, I was actually talking about, in a purely theoretical sense, writing Pathfinder adventures. And what I did is I wrote the adventure. I think you've seen it. I've written it. I've done the initial layout. I've done the editing. Then last Friday I got to playtest it, and I've had a few changes to make. And then, so now I've got one in the bag ready for when I want to start launching these, which is a 2-week release cycle, then focusing on Amazon. Obviously it's going to DriveThru as well, but the whole point of the project is to see if I can rank well for these on Amazon and drive up my Amazon sales. In total, I spent 30 hours on the venture, which is getting nearly a working week. So that is well above where I would like to be. But the more I get to playtest these adventures, I'll be able to kind of get the encounters down by eye a bit better. So that's somewhere where I can certainly shave off time. Quite a bit of the time is also spent in building my layout templates. That doesn't have to be done again. Yeah, so I think I can get these down to probably under 16 hours, 2 days work. And at that kind of point, we're talking about very low needs. So yeah, it's cost me about $5 so far and 30 hours work. So the hours of work is by far the biggest investment. So that's it. That's the first one in the bag. I will probably try and do another one next week. So I've got a busy week this week. So yeah, that's it. That's been my week. Again, kind of finishing projects. I had a commission for Heroes and Hardships. That took about 3 weeks work. So mainly playtesting. The actual writing was relatively easy. It's all the playtesting that takes the time. So that's it. I kind of completed 3 projects, or nearly completed 3 projects since I spoke to you last. So yeah, that's it. now we're in you know, just started writing the next book for Realms of Peril, and I'm waiting for this one to close to end, and I actually have to think of what am I going to do next for Kickstarter. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, that's my week. Thank you for watching.